watching DNN, the news and views from the Drake Enterprises Group, broadcasting around the station around the clock. And now we hear from our showbiz correspondent, Lou Frangipan, reporting live and direct from the main Spaceport concourse. Lou, I hear the VIPs are starting to arrive.
Indeed they are, Stacey. The great and the good, or at least the famous, are gathering here for the maiden flight of Drake Enterprises' new state-of-the-art pleasure cruiser. Later in the show we'll be bringing you...
Yes, I'll hold. Oh, for goodness sake, he's the one who told me to. Yes, it's me. I'm on the station about to check in. Everything is going according to plan. Safely sealed in the chest. You are aware that there will need to be at least one casualty? Yes, and him. I would have preferred another way, but needs must. We have to prove the point and make sure we have the attention of the galaxy's media after all. I'll wait to hear from you. Goodbye.
We'll be bringing you interviews with some of the big names on the guest list, such as...
So, my fellow travellers, I wonder which of you is going to die today.
So, tell me what you see.
OK, it's an airport. No, sorry, make that a spaceport. Very cosmopolitan. I can see at least 5 different species without really looking. Catfolk, guy with spaghetti on his face hefting some serious luggage.
That guy with spaghetti, as you so delicately put it, is an ood. What else?
Some kind of walking tree. A Raxacoricophalopatorian in a queue for the toilets. Not to mention all the different human-based races.
What else?
Camera crew over there talking to a guy who has seriously rich written all over him, so something is obviously going on. I'm guessing it's usually busy, but today is something a bit special.
Well done. Now, what about... Oh, look at that!
Look at what?
That little gift shop over there.
Oh, so where you come from, grockle traps are considered cute?
That one is a serious classic. Local snacks on twirly shelves, tacky clothing that you would never buy anywhere else, overpriced gadgets.
Sounds pretty standard to me.
But do you see the proprietor?
OK, what's one of those?
That Caroline is a draconian. They were at war with Earth not that long ago. Not really their fault, mind you, but here he is, running a little gift shop and smoozing with human customers with a smile. Fair makes your hearts glow.
Probably some kind of undercover agent, then.
Do you have to be so cynical?
I prefer pragmatic. So what's the story with that lot over there where the flashes are going off? Do they have paparazzi in whatever century this is?
Another classic. Wherever the rich and famous gather, there they are. It's a symbiotic thing. They might complain about it, but where would they be without the oxygen of publicity?
Heading for the first-class lounge, I see. Always wondered what it's like in there.
Want to see?
Oh, you happen to have won a pair of first-class tickets in the prize draw, have you?
No, but I do have psychic paper.
You're on.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. We are proud to welcome Mr. Drake's personal party. Would all ticket holders please make their way to the check-in station?
You, madam? And did you pack your bags yourself?
God, this shift seems never ending. I'm sorry, sir. You are booked in 139. We haven't called that one yet. There's always one, isn't there? Every damn flight.
May I see your permit, sir? Thank you. Heads up. See that camera over there? Smile and look like you're enjoying it. God, I hate these rich bastards. They take us all for granted when we're the ones that pay their wages. Who do they think they are, anyway? I'm sorry, sir. You can't take that case on board.
Do you not know who I am?
Your ticket says Professor Vejovis.
Professor Vejovis? Oh, didn't you get that prize for curing that flu thing?
That flu thing, as you so ignorantly put it, was responsible for over 100 billion deaths in the Beta Quadrant alone before I produced the vaccine.
Well done, you, sir. But that doesn't change the rules. It will have to go with the baggage.
I'll have you know I have delicate samples in there. They can't be put in a depressurized hold. I made special arrangement. It was all agreed.
I'm sorry, sir, but if it isn't listed on the manifest, it has to go in the hold.
But you permitted that dropout rockstar chap to take his guitar on board.
That was on the manifest, sir.
I will be speaking with your manager. You will refrain from sending my baggage onward until then. Come, Ood. Rest assured, Mr. Drake will hear about this.
Luckily you didn't make him shove it somewhere else. And that Ood, seriously creepy.
Funny, you don't see so many of them around these days.
Next, please. Good day, sir. How can I help you?
Vincent? Mr. Fernier, it's Lou Frangipan, reporting for DNN. Are you here for the cruise?
Hey! Lou, buddy! Haven't seen you since rehab. How's it hanging?
Good. So I see you've got your guitar with you. Does that mean your fellow passengers can expect a sneak preview of your new album?
Yep. I've got a track I'm dedicating to this trip. Hope the Big D likes it.
I'm sure he will, Vincent. Great to see you back on the circuit. Catch up with you later. And Vincent Fernier is just one of the special guests I'll be bringing you interviews with throughout the day and on the cruise itself. But for now, back to the studio.
Next, please. Ah, hello, sir and madam. No luggage?
We're travelling light.
Not even hand luggage?
Very light.
That's quite unusual, sir.
I'm sure this will explain everything.
I see, sir. Well, in that case, if you would be so good as to follow me this way.
I love that psychic paper stuff.
Gamma 50800, security control room confirms all reporting clear. Another boring day in paradise.
Would you have it any other way?
Well, I suppose not really, but if I'm not careful, I'll end up dozing off to sleep. So it's regular.
That's how the customers like it. Excuse me a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. This is the last call for flight 135. Would all passengers for flight 135 please make their way to the departure gate?
Why don't they get the automatics to do that?
Charming. Actually, Mr. Drake prefers to have real staff. That's why the VIPs all fly with his lines. No one trusts robots these days. You always hear stories about them being reprogrammed and taken over and all that.
Oh, and people can't be bribed or pressurised?
At least it's harder to do it to all of them at once. And besides, isn't it your job to keep an eye out for that kind of thing?
Oh, fair point.
Have you heard? He's coming down. Are we actually going to see the big cheese at long last? Don't think anyone's laid eyes on him since his conglomerate bought us out. Guy like him, you'd expect to see interviews or something, but no, not even a smiling picture above the entrance, looking smug.
Or maybe he's shy.
Shy and filthy rich? Yeah. Anyway, hadn't you better get on your round? Wouldn't want the paparazzi sneaking off into the workings while you're supposed to be there to keep an eye on them.
See him try. Parasites.
Oh, if you see that Vincent Fernier out there, can you get me an autograph? Mum's a big fan.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, that should give me at least 10 minutes.
Whoa, that is seriously thick pile carpet.
Welcome to how the other half
So,
lives.
I say, man, that spoo is all wrong. If you can't provide decent spoo, like my mother used to make, this gig is off. I mean, it's not much to ask. Not like some people with their take all the blue planets out of the system. Oh no, all I ask is a decent bowl of spoo in my dressing
You
room.
heard me correctly. I want the controlling share. Drake invited Fernier for a reason. He's obviously expecting his new album to go uranium. I want that recording company. I want it before the shuttle leaves, and I don't care who you have to buy, seduce, or remove to make
This
it
is your
happen.
fault, Ood. If you'd labelled that trunk clearly, they'd have let it through.
Apologies, Professor.
This complicates matters somewhat. I shall have to come up with something utterly brilliant. Again. Fetch me a caffeinated drink while I ponder.
Right away, Professor.
About that Ood, whatever you do, don't say my name in front of him. I did him a good turn a few years back, and, well, it might be embarrassing if he realised it was me.
Saved their planet, did you?
Not exactly. There used to be a slave race, but, well, I and a friend liberated them, and they were happy about it. Sung songs, wrote poetry.
Oh, well, we can't be having that. It might go to your head. It's okay, your dark secret is safe with me.
Thank you, Macy.
Again with the damn Macy thing.
It was just a slip!
You never let me forget that somewhere there's a perfect world where screwdrivers have amber settings. You've got Macy and I'm long gone.
It isn't like that.
Look, even if you're right and this isn't what should be happening, you've got to face the fact that it is. Your screwdriver doesn't have an amber setting. She isn't here. I am. I'm real and I have feelings.
That isn't what I...
You know what? If my presence offends you that much, why don't you just buzz off and check out your little grockle trap?
Actually, I think I'll do just that.
Fine.
Fine.
Good afternoon, Mr. Drake. How may I help you?
The viewing figures for DNN are not high enough. Contact the distributors. Tell them I want at least double the coverage. I will pay handsomely if they can buy, bribe, or steal airspace from the majors.
Steal, sir?
You heard me. And send me some refreshments while you are at it.
I'll bring you some tea, sir.
Put it in the delivery shaft and I will direct it from there.
It's all right, sir. I'll pop up myself. It's no trouble.
No! I receive no visitors.
But it's only me.
No visitors.
Just what are you hiding up there, Victor Drake?
Shop!
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
Just looking, actually, and wondering what a nice draconian like you is doing in a place like this.
Should I be flattered that you think me nice, or disappointed that you had expected other than that?
Touché. Got to admit, though, I don't think I've seen one of your race running a shop before.
Not all are born to be warriors. Pardon me, but you seem a little distracted.
Had a bit of a falling out with a friend.
Perhaps a small gesture would be suitable. Some flowers?
You know, you're really good at this. No, not flowers. I have no idea what room the nearest vase is, and trust me, it could take a while to check.
It is a sad thing when you fight with the one you love.
Love? You know, the ancient Greeks had at least 6 different words for love. There's eros. I love the way you move. Ludus. I love winding you up. Philia. I love Mozart. Thelema. I'd love to meet Plato. Agape. I love chocolate cake. And Storge. Oh, poor Storge doesn't get the credit it deserves. Someone should name a planet Storge. The others can be dangerous, but you know where you are with Storge.
You're a philosopher?
I'm a lot of things, and at least 7 before breakfast. Is this shortbread?
Would your mate prefer confectionery?
Mate? Well, I suppose, well, not in that context. Friend, travelling companion, that sort of thing.
Ah, I see. Yes, some cultures have a specific word for that. One who is travelling in the same direction as oneself for a while, sharing compartment space and experiences before they travel on their separate ways.
Yes, that's it. Sprutnitsa. Just right.
Are you travelling together by choice or by circumstance?
Circumstances? Well, it should have been choice, but trust me, it'll take too long to explain.
This is a space station. Either one of you could take a different route. There are many available from here. If travelling together is causing you discomfort, perhaps...
No, it's not like that. Well, it is, but it's not her fault.
And yet you have not parted company completely. I think perhaps you are better suited than you choose to believe. You care sufficiently to wish to see her home safely rather than leave it to the fates, and yet you are delaying doing so. Perhaps there are more experiences you have yet to share before you are prepared to say goodbye.
Perhaps. Do you happen to have any 70% cocoa solid with caramel filling?
Chocolate? Sir, I'm shocked you should think such thing. I wouldn't dream of stocking an illegal substance.
Illegal? Oh, yes, I was forgetting that particular bit of legislation. That's a pity. I suppose shortbread might pass at a pinch, but it's not the same, is it?
This is intended for your friend?
Yes.
And would be for personal use only, not for onward sale?
Knowing Caroline, I think it would be fairly safe in saying that there wouldn't be any left over.
I have a small supply, solely for medical emergencies, you understand, but under the circumstances I could possibly part with a very small sample. Milk or plain?
And you can keep your olives to yourself. Ooh, I can't be doing with olives, especially when they shove those pointy little sticks through them. Ooh.
Complimentary drink, madam.
That is a great idea. What have you got?
We have a selection of tropical juices.
No, that's no good. Fetch another one. Stir it until there are 50% fewer bubbles. This time with a slice of citrus.
Yes, Professor.
With a selection of toppings and enhancements.
Wow. Actually, I could do with something comforting. I don't suppose you have hot chocolate, do you?
Madam, I don't know what kind of establishments you are used to frequenting, but here at Drake's Bar we only serve legal beverages. I could offer you a non-dairy, carob-based fat-free infusion.
Sounds disgusting. I'll settle for an orange juice.
Right you are, madam.
Hi, I'm Caroline. You are...
Ood.
Yes, you're an Ood, I got that. But what's your name?
I do not have an individual designation.
So what does your friend call you?
The Professor calls me Ood.
Oh. But if you were with another Ood, how would you know whose attention you were trying to attract?
By our song. We each have our own and every mime voice is distinctive.
Is it something I could sing?
No, not you. If it pleases you, you may select a name to use as a reference.
Okay. How about Bob?
Bob is acceptable.
So, Bob, I heard somewhere that you guys used to be slaves.
We were subjugated and sold as goods, yes, until the Dr. Donner came and the circle was broken.
But you're still stuck following your professor around?
Before the Doctor, there was no choice. Now I choose to serve. I can be useful with the Professor and I can help to save lives. For that opportunity, I can overlook occasional bad manners.
You know, you have a point there.
One orange juice. Can I interest madam in our wide selection of perfumery and sundries? We have an extensive range for sale in our duty-free salon just over there.
No, thank you. I don't have any cash on me just now.
A simple retina scan would suffice, madam. Or if you prefer, you can send your Ood with the monies later.
He's not my Ood. Heck, he's not anyone's Ood. He's his own Ood, aren't you, Bob?
If you'll pardon me, ma'am, I have already kept the Professor waiting. I require a caffeinated drink with a slice of citrus and a spoon.
Oh, it's you. Have you come to collect the Professor's chest? Thank goodness. Having it sat there with its biohazard stickers on was giving me the heebie-jeebies. Oh no, don't open it. Take it away.
Had instructions to take this section out. The rest can go in with the normal cases.
Well, if that's the hazardous part, you can take it away right now. Go on, shoo.
Sir, I have the box.
Good. Now take it to the aircon control room.
Yes, sir. On my way. I'm inside now.
Good. Set the air conditioning to full vent.
Done.
Now open the casket and stand well back if you value your life.
They're in.
Excellent. And I have the ideal first candidate to test them on.
Okay, Mr. Secretive. What are you hiding? Have you got a big, ugly mug? Or are you some fraudster, afraid we'll recognize you and blow the whistle? Come on. Surely you're registered on some database somewhere. Unless Victor Drake isn't your name? What the... How the hell did you get on the station? Whatever you are. Come on, come and get swatted! Ow! You little...
Pathogen detected. Automatic lockdown initiated. The station is entering quarantine mode. Please stand clear of the emergency shutters and remain calm. All vessels currently docked, your systems are being overridden. Launches will recommence when the all clear is given. On behalf of Drake Enterprises, we thank you for your cooperation. Have a nice day.
What?
Shutters closing.
Caroline!
Shutters closing.
Caroline!
Doctor, are you there?
Yes, are you all right?
Fine, just a bit surprised. What's happened?
I don't know yet. Hang on, I'll get you out of there.
I've been talking to the Ood.
I thought I told you specifically not to do that.
It's all right. I haven't told him who you are. Your secret's safe.
Keep it that way.
Blimey, you're getting bossy in your old age.
Ah.
No, wait, don't say anything. Let me guess. It's deadlock sealed.
Well...
That's peachy, isn't it? Tell you what, why don't you try taupe setting?
Hasn't got taupe setting.
You know what? I'm trapped in first class. Don't you worry about me. I'll live.
Oh, okay, in that case, I'll be back when I've sorted this out. Save me a canapé.
Doctor? I was being sarcastic. Doctor! Oh, for goodness sakes.
What is going on? Here in the VIP lounge, stress levels are high.
Ladies and gentlemen and veriforms. Ladies and gentlemen and veriforms, if I may have your attention, please. There seems to have been an unscheduled activation of the lockdown protocol. There is nothing to worry about. The automatic systems are just doing their job.
You could put the station's vid channel up on the screen. They'll have the latest updates.
Good idea.
We have reports coming in that the override was initiated by an incident in the administration wing of the station. Automatic systems are in place, and there is no risk to passengers or staff in the public spaceport zones at this time. More updates as they come in.
I'm sorry, sir. No one can leave the area during a lockdown.
You don't understand. I have to get out of here. Lives may depend on it.
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't open the door.
1,000 credits.
Even if I wanted to, I couldn't possibly.
2,000, and that's my final offer.
I think you'll find the ventilation grating over in the massage suite is a little loose, sir.
A ventilation grating?
That's the best I can do with the automatics in place, sir. Only security have the override clearance now.
Fine. Massage suite it is.
Did you get to your friend?
No, but she'll be safe there whilst I get this sorted out.
Would it not be more prudent to leave it to the authorities?
Authorities rarely know what they're doing in my experience. I'd better give them the benefit of my expertise.
Then I shall close up my shop and join you.
You? Why?
At a time like this, few will think of purchasing trinkets. I believe I may be more useful elsewhere.
Come on then. Where to start?
The station network said the lockdown was triggered from the administration wing.
Wonderful, you're being useful already. Do you happen to know the way?
I believe I do.
Right, here we are, the scene of the... oh yes, I'd say a crime.
This young lady appears to have been carrying out some sort of investigation. Maybe she got a little too close to her quarry. What do you think killed her?
Oh, that is beautiful.
Excuse me?
Down there. It looks like a cross between an Anopheles gambii and a Chironex fleckeri. Well, judging by the wing structure and the tentacles, that is.
Is it dead?
Luckily for us, yes. And luckily for our erstwhile investigator here, it appears to have delivered its deadly payload before it expired.
And killed her instantly? That's a powerful toxin. Or is it viral? Are we at risk?
No, the air's clear. Whatever it is, it delivered directly into the bloodstream.
So, how did it get here? And are there any more?
Good questions, both.
Why, Professor, what a delightful surprise to hear from you again so soon. What can I do for you?
You can explain to me what the hell is going on and where my samples are.
Professor, you sound aggravated. Are you not enjoying the pleasures of the VIP lounge?
Never mind that now. You took them, didn't you? You took them and you used them. That's why we're in lockdown.
How perceptive of you, Professor. Yes, your plan was very neat, but it lacked the finesse I need for my purposes.
But we had a deal. I could test my antitoxin on your VIP cruiser. Plenty of publicity, but hardly any casualties. Well, none anyone would miss anyway. In return, Drake Enterprises gets the sole distribution rights. Why have you done this?
Oh, Professor. You, who would bypass the years of proper clinical trials in the interests of the quick route to fame and plaudits, dare to judge my reasons.
The sooner it's on the market, the more lives can be saved.
And yet you would kill innocents to achieve it. It's a slippery slope, Professor, and you are already on your way down. Do you think me harsh? Maybe I have misjudged you. Let me know your location, and I will send security to collect you and bring you to my quarters. We can discuss the finer details here, over a brandy, perhaps.
I'm on the main concourse, near the press lounge.
Risked being overheard by the paparazzi. That was careless, Professor, but never mind. I will deal with that. You stay there and await security.
Who does he think he is, changing the plan like that? I've got a good mind to offer the distribution rights to Wellcare and see how he likes that.
Can I help you, sir?
What? No!
So do you think she was onto something?
Maybe. Nothing conclusive by the look of things. But if someone thought it was worth killing her for, she must have been close.
So where next?
I'll check the DNN feed. See if there have been any updates. The concourse! There's been another attack.
Where we came from. Good thing you did tag along.
I've been meaning to ask you. That device of yours seems to be working opening these doors. Why couldn't you let your friend out?
Actually, I could have, but she's safer there than with me. I'm a bit of a trouble magnet.
Oh, those poor people.
They weren't exactly successful swatting them either, by the looks of things. Listen out for buzzing.
And if we hear some?
Well, you could try some sort of toreador thing with your jacket. So what links the admin area in here? Or who? Yes, that's it. We're in lockdown. That includes the air conditioning, right? So who has the ability to override it?
Security can override the shutters. Not sure about air conditioning. Engineers, perhaps?
Wait. That body, I recognise him.
Isn't that the scientist? The one that was with their VIP party?
So what were you doing out and about, Professor? Making a phone call? I presume you have some clever way of tracking his last call.
Was I that obvious?
For a shopkeeper, you ask rather a lot of good questions.
You are correct in your suspicions. I'm not really a shopkeeper. That was my cover. I'm an agent for the Draconian Secret Service. That poor receptionist was one of my informants.
What? I'm disappointed now. A talented Draconian shopkeeper is much more interesting than a spy.
I'm sorry to have disappointed you. Now, you require a call to be traced?
Are you missing him?
Yes. Yes, I am. He's probably got all this worked out by now, and even if he hasn't, at least he's doing something about it. He doesn't sit still and wait for the bad stuff to come to him. He goes and faces it. I should be out there helping him.
You were angry with him earlier.
That doesn't mean I'd rather be without him.
Please do not panic. The station is in lockdown. Any vessels attempting to leave before the all clear will be tagged as carriers and subject to legal intervention. All personnel are advised to take cover and are authorised to use any available items for protection.
That's all very well, but what are we trying to protect ourselves from? Pirates? Terrorists?
No, she said carriers. That sounds more like an infection or a virus.
How do you arm yourself against that? Hey, Steward, Does your duty-free shop do gas masks?
No, sir. They do a nice line in embroidered handkerchiefs.
We are toast.
We should identify items suitable as bludgeoning weapons and fire as a projectile by preference.
Flamethrowers? In an spaceport? Oh, I suppose perfume might. You know, maybe I will check out those duty-frees after all.
Sir, we've got snoopers, a human and a draconian working together. Looks like they're checking out the bodies.
Really? How enterprising. Not that it will make any difference. Not now. Watch them and keep me appraised of their movements.
Yes, sir.
This is ridiculous. What do you think you're going to do? Beat the pirates to death with a golf club?
If it is pirates, geez, I could really do with some chocolate right now.
Oh, with you there, mate. So with you there.
When I get back to the office, I will soon drink for this.
Shh! Can you hear something? Incoming. Look out.
Oh my word. Oh dear.
Eat that.
Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me.
This wasn't in the brochure.
Get out of here.
This has penetrated my protective zone.
Behind something, anything. Don't get distracted.
Caroline, behind you.
Vincent, thanks.
You're not closing the bar, are you?
Not so fast, Bob. You knew, didn't you? You knew it was insects. Tell me.
The professor found a way to neutralize every variant of disease carried by insects such as these. An antitoxin that, when administered to the swarm, will prevent such deaths. We are intending to demonstrate it on the cruiser. We would initiate a small outbreak only, with plenty of media coverage, to ensure the effectiveness of the cure was demonstrated clearly.
A small outbreak? What, only 1 or 2 deaths? Who would it have been then? Vincent? Lou?
They cannot be directed, other than by opening or closing routes they may take. The casualties will have been random.
That's wrong. Where the heck is your professor anyway? I haven't seen him in ages.
He left.
Left? How?
Ah, there it is.
So do you sell call tracing equipment, or is that your own kit?
It is my own.
Kitsch. Strange. Useless. Fragile. Broken. Cheap imitation.
Oh, it was a local message. The receiving line is in the executive wing.
Surprise, surprise. Come on then.
I can't open the shutters. Only security can do that.
So how did the professor get out?
He asked nicely.
Please?
Not that kind of nicely.
Oh, a bribe. Sorry, I don't carry cash.
Then it's more than my job's worth to help you.
Charming. You know what? If you check your list, I think you'll find I shouldn't even be in here. How much trouble could you get in for that?
Oh. Well, in that case, there's a loose ventilator panel in the massage suite. Be my guest.
And Bob?
It's an ood. So what?
So what? I'll have you know.
It is not a problem. I should come with you. He will not stop me. The insult is of no consequence.
Well, it should be. Come on then.
Sir, we're heading back through administration, towards the executive suite.
Stop them.
Yes, sir.
You seem adept at traversing the ventilation systems.
Once you've done it a couple of times, you get a knack for it. Right, this trunk of yours. Where did you see it last?
At check-in, but it may have been sent to the cruiser by now.
Then we'll have to follow the trail. I presume you'd recognise it if you saw it.
It's clearly marked with biohazard signage.
Okay, guess that's a clue. Maybe if we log into the check-in computer. Oh, maybe not. Unless you...
I do not have access to the system.
Excuse me?
Oh, hello. I didn't realise anyone was still alive. About in here.
I hate wasps. I heard some buzzing and hid in the cupboard until they went away. and a bit longer to make sure. Really sure.
Smart move. That probably saved your life. Do you have an account on this system?
Oh, yes. Is there something you need?
Yes. This gentleman here would like to find one of his bags.
Gentleman? Oh, the Ood.
Mr. Oodson here checked in with Professor Vejovis. Perhaps if you could take a look, please?
Please? No one ever says please to me. Certainly, madam. Here we are. Professor's bags are currently within the luggage transfer system. It sorts baggage by flight, class, and onward destination. Here, take this label. It has the same sort code. If you show that to the readers, it'll move you and divert the gravity blades the right way for you.
Blades? Okay.
Enjoy the trip.
What the hell?
Don't worry, the anti-grav is perfectly safe. Just hold on tight.
Hold on? To what? There's nothing to hold on to. What? Whose big idea was it to fling suitcases around in zero gravity anyway? How many of them are there?
I would estimate at least 100,000 items of luggage and freight are being moved at the current time.
100,000? Talk about a needle in a haystack. Oh my god, have you seen how far down the ground is?
Please remain calm. The spaceport has departure lounges over 50 levels. We must make progress.
Is this a good time to say I'm not great at heights? I'd sit down. There's nothing to sit on. We're in mid-air with no handrails.
I would not have suggested this. Please remain calm. We must make progress.
You sure we're going in the right direction?
We must make progress. All luggage must be scanned.
How many bags must they lose? Jeez, I thought Terminal 5 was bad, but everything here just whips around under its own direction.
The system is automatic. Remain still and we will be safe.
Approaching scanner.
We must make progress. Lives are at stake.
Yes, fair point. Okay, I'll try.
Approaching scanner.
We'll get past this one, then I'll try walking at the first exit.
Scanning. Code verified. Transition to level 42. Switching paths in 3, 2, 1.
That case was a bit close. I really wish I had something to hang on to.
We must hasten.
Watch out! Bob, hang on. I've got you. Here, reach for my other hand. Can you get your foot on something?
Cannot. There is no structure.
Approaching scanner.
It's all right. I've got you. Just see if you can reach up with your other hand.
The scanner.
That will have to wait until we've got you up here. Now drop your damn ball, stop talking and climb.
Approaching scanner.
There is no time. Let me go. The case is more important.
No, I'm not letting you go. Come on, you can do it.
Scanning. No code identified. Transition failure. Emergency release of item to holding area.
There is no path to switch to. You will fall with me.
Don't you dare let go.
Scanning. Override recognized. Priority path selected.
Do you need a hand there?
Yes, over here. Bob slipped. I've got his hand, but can you help me get him back up?
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. And my apologies. I didn't give you the right printout. This one has top priority coding on it. Gets us there in no time.
Thank goodness.
So, we get to meet the elusive Victor Drake himself then. You know what? If you want to get on in the agent business, here's a tip for you. Anytime you have an elusive, reclusive big boss who refuses to show his face in public, just arrest them. They'll be guilty of something. It might just be not filing their tax returns, but it might be that they're a psychotic megalomaniac. You'd be surprised how often.
Going somewhere?
Oh, hello. Yes, we're paying a visit to Mr. Drake.
Mr. Drake doesn't like visitors, especially not dragon lovers.
You see, classic. You know, I bet his name isn't even... Oh, hang on. Victor Drake. Oh, good grief. Look, Mr. Ardman, great name badge, by the way. Nice clear font. Have you ever met Mr. Drake? I mean, seen him?
No, sir. No one has.
Telling you. So, you take your orders over that radio or the station comm system then?
Yes, sir.
Victor Drake. Hold on to your socks or whatever the draconian underwear equivalent is. If I'm right, and I most definitely am, you're going to love this. Intergalactic revenue. I have a few questions I'd like to ask Mr. Drake face to face. Take me to your leader.
Here we go! The VIP baggage loading area.
I'm just glad to be back on solid ground.
There, I can see it.
That's it? It's tiny. I was imagining some great big bottle of bug spray or something.
This vial contains a solution that modifies their metabolism. Gives them a taste for fruit, not flesh.
Great. How do you get them to drink it?
The trap will require bait. We must find where they are swarming.
Well, they came out of the air vent. Where's that controlled from?
It's all automatic. The only person who has access to modify the controls is Mr. Drake himself.
Then we'd better get him to help. Know any good shortcuts that don't involve the baggage carousel?
Mr. Drake, have visitors? Sir, they are tax inspectors. I have to let them in. Sorry, sir, it won't open.
Oh, please, allow me. By the way, is now a good time to mention that Drake is derived from Draco, so Victor Drake translates as victory to the Draconians?
What? How did you get in here?
He's a dragon. I've been working for a ruddy dragon.
At least he's an equal opportunities employer.
He's also former General Paraden of the Draconian Militia, wanted back home for war crimes. General Paraden, you are under arrest.
Under arrest? They should be giving me a medal. We were this close to victory, and they called a ceasefire. Years of striving, so many good soldiers lost, and all for nothing. I can fix that. We can take our rightful place.
The war is long over, and those of us who've grown up with peace would prefer to keep it that way.
You're too late to stop me. The news has broken. A terrorist attack on this marvelous station. So many dead at the hands of human extremists. So close to the border. The humans obviously can't be trusted to maintain control of this area. So I have invited Battle Patrol Delta to take over. They will be crossing the border in the next hour. When the humans hear of the sad demise of their favorite celebrities, they will hunger for revenge, and battle will commence.
Their favourite celebrities? The VIP lounge! You let those bugs loose in the VIP lounge!
Your friend? I'm sorry, Doctor. It's too late.
Yes, it is too late. You can't stop me, because I am willing to die for my cause. Are you?
Caroline!
Sounds like we're just in time. Doctor, this is Bob. He has the answer.
Doctor, I am honoured to finally meet you. My people owe you so much. You sing a new song now, but my song must end.
What's he drinking?
What? Bob, what are you doing?
The only way to ensure they ingest a solution is to provide it in the blood they drink. Please stand back. Please.
Bob, no! He made himself the bait.
Doctor, the debt owed to you by my people is repaid.
And stopping a needless war. Yes, my friend, you have repaid me in full.
And as former General Paraden is taken away by the Draconian security services, it seems we owe our lives to a very noble man.
Yeah, the name.
Bob. Yes, Mr. Goodson. I met him too. He was most pleasant. We found we had a lot in common, actually.
Well, I hate goodbyes. Just remember to keep an eye out for those elusive reclusives.
You know, this spy business is rather stressful. Maybe I should retire and run a shop.
I think that is an excellent idea.
Doctor, about earlier on, I was out of order. Sometimes I forget how much you give me. The places I've been, the things I've seen, the people I've met. I'm just a ruddy, ungrateful ape. Forgive me?
And sometimes I'm a smug old Time Lord. All right, you're forgiven. Fist. And Caroline.
The former Drake Enterprises is pleased to announce boarding of Spaceflight Alpha 73 Vancouver 4 to Aldebaran 6. Passengers holding green tickets and those requiring methane-rich atmospheres are invited to come forward.
Yes, Doctor? What girl?
Down there, she looks just like... It is. It's Macy.
Oh, not again. Is it really her?
Macy!
Doctor!
Macy! Doctor Who, Lockdown, with Steve Green as the Doctor, Alison Trace as Caroline, Ian Cliffe as the Shopkeeper, Julie Thompson-Hill as the PA, Mark Humphries as Ardman, Arcturus and Ood, James McVeigh as Vejovis, Marion MacBeth as Stacey, Rosco Wain as Lou, Fiona McCall as Steward 1, Rob Stevens as Steward 2 and Vincent, Lawrence Duncalf as Drake, Gemma Nichols as Macy, with a special guest appearance by Katy Manning. Coming soon from Plymouth Who Productions. Doctor Who, Parallel Lines.
Doctor? Doctor, where are you?
I'm here, Macy.
What's wrong with your voice? Postulant neura. Who are the Time Seers?
They're a race of time sensitives.
I see him in this reality and the next.
Come on, we need to warn people.
Locate, exterminate all those who do not comply, and locate, exterminate all those who do not comply.
The Daleks have a weapon. The Eternity Maelstrom.
Doctor? Doctor?
Doctor? Cat got your tongue?
Bring the Doctor to me.